Hey everyone, this is another 1v1 game by Neha against English. Neha has not researched efficient production this time. Oh, okay, it's happening now. And on the opposite side, they have made only 2 longbowmen. That's not much. Let's see how Neha reacts to it. She reacts by losing her scout. That's too bad. That's 2 sheep lost. But at least she has produced horsemen first. That's her first military building, so that's good. Actually, with these 2 horsemen, she can already push back these longbowmen. She can actually beat them. With 3, even better. I would totally go and see what you could raid at this point. Looks like she's doing exactly that. That's very good. Without the scout, they won't know where she's coming next. And she avoided the town center fire. Very, very good. This is nice. This is a nice raid. This is pretty good. And she now has 7 horsemen, so she could definitely bring the others to the English base. And yeah, destroying the dock is not bad. It takes a lot of time though, so she would definitely need more than 3 horsemen. And this is not a good fight because she's researching. Okay, yeah, she should have started with Iron Undermesh, which is the ranged defense upgrade, because she has no archer, so researching the ranged attack upgrade is not useful right now. That's a lot. These should be raiding the gold and the food. Nice. This is nice. Okay, let's see what happens. And she finds the H3 landmark. Yes, this is what you want to do. They only sent 3 of them. This is a great raid. And actually, it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, they cancelled it. The great thing is that behind all that, Neha is still developing her army. The problem now is you can see how she got distracted and she stopped making villagers for a while. Even though she killed 3 of the enemy villagers, she still only has 29 villagers versus 37. So later, when it comes down to making army, she will be at a disadvantage. But this is really good because the English, they should be putting these villagers in the town center, except they're just trying to use the short bows, and as a result, you know, I would have definitely just sacrificed these horsemen to kill a few more villagers. This is the best opportunity to kill even more villagers. And you can see how despite the raid, and despite having killed 6 of them, she is still only at 29. Finally, she's making a few more. But yeah. But this relentless raiding is great. It's really good. And you can see how if she came back right now, she would, you know, prevent that castle age from coming. Nice. So far, this is a great start of the game. One thing she could have done is bring a scout with her, so that she would know that this is going up. Looks like she hasn't seen it, and it's so close. Such a missed opportunity. Such a missed opportunity. The scout should be there to direct where to raid. Yeah, this player is such a beginner. Instead of putting these into the town center, they just fight underneath the town center. Okay, finally they're... Yeah, okay. White tower means you have to leave. This is good. Good raiding. Now this horseman is outside of the range of the town center, so it can survive a little bit more and killed a few more. I would have directed this horseman to kill this villager, this heavily wounded villager, to have one more kill. And in the middle of all this, Neha has went out to these berries, which in theory would be dangerous, but then the enemy has no scout left and their army is defending their base, so she's kinda safe. But usually I like to put one tower just to see if someone might be coming. Okay, so she's preparing another raid, and this is kind of the time where Neha goes to the castle age. One difficult thing here is that in order to capture the sacred sites, Neha would have to make a dock at every spot, and it takes some efforts to do that. And it seems like she was more focused on raiding than capturing the sacred sites, which is too bad because with only 2 gold miners and no sacred site, it means that she's accumulating gold too slow. And you can see how she has too much food now compared to the gold. In a regular game, she would have captured 1 or 2 sacred sites, and she would have been able to start going to the castle age by now. Yeah, look at that. If a scout was here, she would have seen the gold and these villagers would have been dead. And Neha hasn't used the trick that I mentioned in the last games, where I would queue move commands, and then from here on, let's say, queue a attack move to this spot or to this spot. Very nice. Very nice. You don't need to siege that down. Yeah, okay. Very well. Very well played. Killing farmers. Oh, she's killing a farm, but that's... She misclicked. She misclicked. Oh. Well, at least the villager goes down, that's good. And yeah, you cannot win against the town center, so it's good to retreat. Neha is out of food. Okay, finally making the compound with the defender. It looks like she noticed that she was really out of gold, so she rebalanced the villagers on gold. This is good. And okay, she's going out, but it looks like she was focused on her base, and so she didn't see these villagers. I wonder where she's going though. Going back to the base? Yeah, okay, good. Going back to the enemy base. That's the way to go. But yeah, in order to know, if it's safe to bring the whole army in, I like to put scouts in the secret, in the stealth forest, maybe here and maybe here, because when the enemy will attack, they will take the shortest path. They will go like this, so then you get an advance notice that you should come back. And since you have horsemen, you can come back before they reach your base. So Neha is now age 3. And she has a bunch of scholars. It would be nice if she picked up the relics, and she did, yay. But yeah, she has a few scholars, 5 of them here. She could take them out and pick all 3 of them here. That would be 4 relics, that's a lot of passive gold. And then she could take the long route like this, to here, and then to here, and then back to here, and then back to her base, and she would have all 5 relics for a bunch of gold. And she has a lot of wood. Oh, and she has a dock too, so now she can easily make a transport ship and take at least one sacred site. She's completely out of food. Maybe it's time to make farms. But look at that, only 37 villagers. If you're this poor, you can't easily build what you want. And the relic is in, that's 1 relic. Okay, finally she found the gold, but it's too late, they're out. At least, the player never really tried to defend this part. 1 tower would have helped them a lot. So that's why Neha is able to raid constantly on that side, it's kind of funny. So this is a white tower. Neha knew that it was there, so I'm not sure why she decided to walk in front of it. It's not a good idea. And then she got distracted, so these archers just got killed. But at least, because of that, the other player was distracted and did not see that they lost another bunch of villagers. These should go here. Yes, perfect. Too bad that it's in the range of the white tower. That means that the next raid should be a bunch of archers shooting from here. So then it would be out of the range of the town center. By the way, you can see that the army of the enemy is only archers and spearmen, which means that her own archers would be able to fight against that. Nice. Neha suddenly has a lot of food. She's hunting, she has a few fishing ships. She can make more. That's a good alternative to farms. And they're going Imperial with no army. This player is not that good. Well, okay, hey, they're taking stone. Probably for a keep. Also, I was saying that they're not that good because they lost a bunch of villagers and did not produce villagers again, but I was wrong. They are producing villagers. But Neha is not. But for the first time in the game, Neha has more villages than the English. Nice. Nice, she has picked up the other relics. Where's the last relic? I mean, she's holding 1 relic somewhere. Oh, it might be a bug. Maybe the scholar was holding the relic, but then garrisoned into one of the buildings. So they're still holding the relic, but it's not deposited in the mosque. That's why it counts as 2+1. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, it must be some kind of bug. I mean, it might be a feature. Okay, producing a few more villagers, that's good. Neha has killed 32 villagers in this game so far. That meant that if she had kept producing villagers the whole game, she would have 70, nearly 80 villagers, while the English would have only 40, and so she would be economically much more powerful. The mangonel is nice against the archers, but against these kinds of castles you need trebuchets. This is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Oh, the stone was for a second town center. So they realized that they lost so many villagers that in order to catch up their villager deficit, they should make a second town center. That's a good decision. I wonder where Neha will go next. Because basically this whole entire north side is well protected. So I would go here again. I would go here. The mangonels can destroy these fishing ships and kill a bunch of villagers and then kill the farmlands. Then they're starved of food, which means they will not be able to make any more armor. And actually from here you can make a few rams and destroy these houses, and at this point they will be totally starved of food. They might be able to get the deer here, but that's really not a lot of food. Instead, Neha has decided to... where? To go here? Okay, not bad at all. This is pretty good too. Yes. Oh, too bad that these mangonels didn't shoot on these villagers. But yeah, it's also on the range of the Berkshire Palace. So you don't have to retreat. You can go here and then you're in their base and then you can hit from this side. Looks like Neha's getting distracted because she has a bunch of resources, but she is not making villagers nor spending her resources. In the Castle Age, the best way to raid is to make knights, because they're very fast and their attack also is very strong. Make knights and bring them here again because they still haven't done anything to protect the wood. Now you can see how they're using a lot of wood right now to make siege, maybe more archers. So hitting this wood is very impactful. Looks like Neha is trying to get to the Imperial Age, which is... so it might be intentional that she's not spending her resources, but look at how weak the English is. They have a few army here, but they're really not that strong. Still only Castle Age units. These will do nothing against knights. Neha's army has been much larger since the beginning of the game, and it stays true now. So instead of going Imperial, you want to make units. Yeah, so this is the better decision. Making units. The elephants are okay, depending on what she's trying to do. Okay, trebuchet is very good. Very good. And you can take down that town center pretty easily. 2 trebuchets, even better. Too close. This is too close. This is too close. If you want to attack the town center, you can sit from here. Oh yeah, even from here. This is good. And you don't want to get closer, too close to the Berkshire, because now she has lost her whole army. By the way, elephants get a bonus against cavalry, so this elephant would do pretty well. You see? In 2 shots, she nearly killed 1 horseman. Yeah, against this, you want knights. Bring the knights. She has 4 of them. You know, at this point, it's pretty clear that the enemy is not very aggressive, and so it is okay to put the rally points closer to where you're doing your siege, so that you can keep reinforcing your siege. Nice, she has found this, but there is nothing, no villager, so yeah. Now you want to attack move to these villagers. Nice. Now Neha is spending her resources on army. This is good. You can see again, now she has double the military. If she did one big push from here to here, there is nothing that the enemy could do. Away from the keeps. There is no need to attack on the side of the keeps. But she decided to attack on that side again. And she's there, looks like they're trying to protect that side. So this is good. Using the elephants to siege down the castle because they get siege bonus. Then using the trebuchets to also take that down. And using the knights to attack the villagers. This is a good fight. And then using this spearmen on the infantry. This is how you want to use your army. And then now these knights, they should stay away from the Berkshire Palace and focus on the archers instead. But the good thing is, she has destroyed this castle, which is 850 stone that the enemy has lost. They forgot to cancel it, and so they lost 850 stone. And now they do not have enough to build another castle. But during this whole game, the Neha has been dominating so bad. If only these were set on attack move towards the wood, then they would have destroyed this too, while the enemy was distracted defending that side. So that's another opportunity to use attack move. 64. She killed 64 villagers. This is so good. Yeah, mangonels. This is good against the archers because, as you can see, all of the cavalry has been killed. So now there is nothing that can threaten the mangonel. Oh, actually, I take it back. These 2 springles will kill the mangonel, so better be careful. So the trebuchet, you want to focus on the town center. And now you can see how the enemy is distracted. They're so distracted, they have 1 town center, 2 town center, and none of them are producing villagers. This task is complete. Finally. And then she should go into the farmland to starve them from food. But looks like she's concentrating on this. But again, you don't want to be in the range of the Berkshire. Berkshire. Okay, nice, good retreat. But yeah, the range of this keep is crazy. This is good, but they should go to the farmland or to these villages. You can see the men-at-arms are very tanky, so they can stay under arrow fire for a while. Yeah, do not go here under the Berkshire or you will lose your army. These trebuchets. They're killing the monastery, which is not very useful. And this is siege from the enemy. Okay, they just wasted some resources doing that. Because there is no building in view. So this has been a pattern in Neha's games, is that the enemy usually has twice the destroyed value as Neha, and this is why. This is because because Neha keeps sending units onto castles, and this is not just any castle. This is an English landmark. They're much stronger than regular castles. And here goes, you know, 2 elephants that cost 700 each. At least fire with your mangonel. You should have fired once or twice onto that mangonel because they have no infantry that can burn this down. Yes, this is what you want to do. Look at the damage. 3 shots like this and the entire army is gone. You don't have to retreat. This mangonel, shoot once or twice more. Even if it goes down, it will have been worth it because your mangonel is like what, 600 resources, and this is way more than 600 resources. These archers. Oh no, it died without firing a single time. And then these trebuchets, they can do nothing against army. Where are your knights? Bring your knights. You want to make knights or horsemen. Make knights and horsemen and kill these archers. There is nothing that can defend against horsemen right now. And these villagers, they're like, oh, this trebuchet is about to die? Okay, let's not repair it and go home. This trebuchet could also go home. But yeah. If she sees this army of archers, she should be sending cavalry or men-at-arms, not spearmen. This army should not be here. Yeah, that's another lost trebuchet. Let's see how she defends this. So the whole game, the enemy has been on the back foot, and now they're bringing the fight to Neha. So yeah, you want more mangonels. And since they have springles, you want cavalry or your own springles. Before you bring the mangonel, you want to use the horsemen to kill the 3 springles. Otherwise, that's a dead mangonel. At least it was able to fire once. Now the second mangonel fires a second time, huge damage again. And this is another mangonel that will fire once. Perfect. But again, it was shot down by the springles. So this springles really needs to focus on these springles. And the horsemen should have focused on these springles instead of fighting the spearmen that were at the front. And she would have won the fight so easily. But this is going pretty well because Neha has men-at-arms, and men-at-arms counter both archers and spearmen. And at this point, nothing threatens your villagers, so I would bring my villagers to burn down these rams to go a bit faster. Nice, very nice defense. You want men-at-arms. They have no crossbow, so you really want men-at-arms. Men-at-arms and archers and horsemen or knights. Oh, the only thing is Neha is low on resources. By the way, the monastery is down, so we want to make another one and collect the resources again. Where are these scholars going? It might have been intentional. She might have just selected whatever was on the field and brought them to the battlefield. Wait, what's going on? Yeah. Okay, looks like she has repelled the attack. And now she decides to push back, which is the right decision. So what you could do now, since you see they have spearmen, so you don't want to send them to fight. And now she's moving instead of moving. So she's losing her army. Yeah. Yeah, spending horsemen to spears, not a good idea. Not a good idea. And why are they moving alone? At least reinforcements are coming. Yeah, so see how there are so many spearmen? So you want your men at arms, you want your archers, and you want your mangonels. And this is how the enemy consistently has double the destroyed value. So yeah, the right counter here is to make not crossbows, because crossbows have a bonus against heavy, +9 against heavy. So you make crossbows against enemy knights and against enemy men-at-arms. But these are light units, the spearmen and the archers, so you want to make archers. Archers and men-at-arms and knights. And the knights, even with just 2 knights or even with just these 3 cavalry units, go with a scout and see where they're getting their resources. They're still gathering around here. You know exactly where they're getting their food. And if she had scouted, she would also have seen this, which is it might be in the range of the Berkshire. Oh, this is not the Berkshire. The Berkshire is here. It might be out of range of the Berkshire. So this is another great opportunity to increase your economic lead. Neha has stopped making villagers. She's stuck at 48 and she has 19 idols. That means that she's effectively only using 30 of her villagers versus the 54. So if this goes on, you can see the economic lead is showing here because they have way more resources. This is a bad fight. Okay, now this is a good fight. Because they have no crossbows. But it's not enough. You want more than that. She's out of gold because she has taken no sacred site and hasn't taken these relics back. And is not mining gold. 13 idols. Yeah, I mean, at this point, economically, she's way too weak. She needs a lot of... She needs wood, she needs gold. She has the food, but she needs all of that. And yeah, these villagers... Neha has noticed, and it looks like she needs wood so bad that she's going onto this single wood. Yeah, you need to go to here. Yeah, this is big. We'll make another lumber camp here. Okay, so now you have some resources. What unit will you make? She's making horsemen and archers. Okay, but this is fine. As long as her archers are focused on the enemy spears and that the horsemen wait before attacking the archers. Okay, she lost a few villagers, but at least she saved these lumberjacks. This is okay, but now, like, since the spearmen are here, you don't want to leave your horsemen or they will get slaughtered. These are dead horsemen. And she focused the archers on the rams. You don't want to do that. Yeah, this is a good decision, moving these villagers away. However, in her hurry, she forgot to put the lumber camp here, so now she's going back and forth. She's getting some gold, so with 120 gold, she can make 6 men-at-arms. And 6 men-at-arms would actually be enough to deal with this. Okay, bringing the villagers to kill the rams, but this is not the time to do it. You cannot do this yet because they have a bunch of archers. And let's see where her waypoint is. The waypoint is here, which means that they will grow. As soon as units get created, they will come and walk and get killed by the enemy units. So now she has moved her waypoint here, and that's the right thing to do. It's kind of okay to be under siege, and even though they have 2 rams, we don't have to rush yet. But I would focus my gold on not crossbows. See, 2 crossbows, that's 80 gold, that's 4 men-at-arms, and 4 men-at-arms are way more effective in this fight, because enemy archers actually have a bonus against crossbows. Oh, and now the enemy is making knights. Okay, this is not too bad of a fight, because you can see the spearmen are distracted in the front, and but where are these horsemen going? They're just circling around without attacking. And now they're dead. It might have been a misclick. At least, most of the rams are down, so that will slow down the push a little bit. But yeah, economy-wise, she is quite unbalanced. You have a lot of wood now. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Neha still had a lot of wood. She could have converted all of these into farms and gotten some gold and made men-at-arms. Had Neha made men-at-arms, this fight would have been different, and it could have gone for slightly longer. We can take a look at the timeline, the villager count. You can see how Neha was never really above the enemy, even though she killed more than 80 villagers in the entire game. So this is something that she can improve on the next game. And then making better counters. So against longbowmen and spearmen, you want men-at-arms. You can use cavalry, but then it's dangerous because you have to make sure that they don't run into the spears. Whereas the men-at-arms, you attack move, they will kill the spears, and then they will kill the archers without, taking too much damage. Then you don't want to fight underneath enemy keeps. If they make a keep, attack where there are no keeps. For example, in this game, in the south side, they never fortified the south side. So I would go there over and over. And then to the farms, because then they cannot make any more army. Yeah, if she had done these 3 things, she probably would have won the game pretty easily.